This is the morning edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Thursday, August 21st. I'm James Spann. Hot, hazy, summertime weather through the weekend. Tropics a bit active, but the good news, don't expect any problems with those systems around here. Let's take a look. We'll start with the water vapor satellite view, and you can see that big old ridge expanding across the deep south. That's going to set up the hottest stretch of days we've seen so far this summer. Heat advisories south of here, parts of central and south Georgia, North Florida, and also to the north up around St. Louis. In terms of any severe weather, a risk of severe storms today on the top of the heat ridge for places like Chicago, Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Indianapolis. Overall rain for the next 5 days, valid through Tuesday morning of next week. About a quarter inch here, and every day, understand there's the chance of a storm, but they will be very widely spaced. Scattered storms should increase a bit early next week as the heat ridge begins to break down. Still watching that wave approaching the Lesser Antilles. NHC giving it a 50-50 chance of developing during the next 48 hours. And again, it remains to be seen if this thing develops at all. We stress that all along. It seems to be trying to get a little central dense overcast going early this morning, a convective flare, but still there's no well-organized center, which makes forecasting this a challenge at this point. But the models continue to shift east with this. Look at the latest model set, and you can see all of them now want to turn this north well before affecting the United States mainland. But again, we caution you, this could change, really, until this thing develops a well-defined center. You have to be suspect of modeling. The ensembles, all the members except one, recurve it before affecting the Gulf of Mexico. Not even close. And on the intensity guidance, none of the models bring it up to a hurricane now. Some don't develop this thing at all. Most of them bring it up to a tropical storm. But odds are increasing as we go along here. This will not be a problem for the Gulf at all, despite all the bogus stuff you see on the social media. We'll put the global model output on here in just a minute. You'll see how the global models handle this. Here's the GFS, valid today at 1 o'clock local time. This is the OZ run at 500 millibars. 594 heat ring on top of us. Here's the high-res HER model today at 4 o'clock. The old measle look. Those are isolated afternoon storms. And, of course, we all know that they won't develop there, but that's what the radar will look like. And chance of any one spot getting wet today only in the 10% bracket. And both the GFS and the NAM have us at 97 today. Tomorrow, pretty much the same deal. Hot, hazy. Could there be a storm? Yes. But they'll be very isolated in the high. Same thing, mid to upper 90s. Saturday, as we start the weekend, things should start changing very much. The GFS printing a high of 98, and the same thing on Sunday. So should be the hottest weekend so far this year. Here's Monday of next week. Got a nice trough in the western states, and that is progressive. So that's going to beat that heat down by the middle of the week. And the heat bubble beginning to weaken. Height levels are coming down, and Monday there could be a little increase in the number of scattered showers and storms, and the high drops back to about 90. And we note our tropical system is around the Bahamas. Tuesday, again, no big change, low 90s, maybe a storm in spots. Tropical system east of Florida. Wednesday, system is moving to the north. Here's Thursday, a week from today. Look at the trough coming in here. And, of course, that will pick up that tropical system and take it out to sea. And it's also going to push a surface front down this way toward the end of next week. This is suggesting maybe a front in here Thursday night or maybe Friday. But again, clearly this run suggesting our tropical system that would be the sea storm, Cristobal, is way east of here. No impact for the Gulf. We'll check the European. This is Wednesday of next week. It has a weak system. Again, well off the east coast of the United States. And the Canadian has it closer in. This is Thursday of next week. But all the main global models we show here, the GFS, European, the Canadian, keep it out of the Gulf. And where odds are getting much, much higher, this won't be a Gulf problem. All right, let's check the end of the forecast. September 5th. Looks like an upper high over the high plains. Height's about where they ought to be here, and looks like a fairly uneventful weather pattern. Temperatures coming off the ensembles. Got the heat over the weekend. Numbers come down next week, and then bump back up in the low 90s toward the first few days of September. That's it for the Weather Extreme video today. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 4 o'clock today. And if you can, catch us this evening on the live stream, ABC 3340 News, 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock, or, of course, on the television side. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.